Travis Henry, born in 1978, was once one of the NFL's most promising running backs. Drafted in the second round by the Buffalo Bills in 2001 after a standout career at Tennessee, he earned Pro Bowl honors in 2002 and racked up over 6,000 rushing yards during stints with the Bills, Titans, and Broncos. But off the field, Henry became infamous for a staggering statistic: at least 11 children with 10 different women, including one set of twins. Court records revealed child support obligations totaling roughly $170,000 a year, spread across multiple states. As his NFL career faded, the financial pressure mounted. In 2009, Henry was arrested and later pled guilty to financing a multi-kilogram cocaine trafficking ring, a crime prosecutors said he bankrolled to keep up with his child support debts. He was sentenced to 3 years in federal prison, serving about 2 before his release. Antonio Cromartie, a former NFL cornerback who played from 2006 to 2016, was one of the league's most electrifying defensive players, earning 4 Pro Bowl selections and making a name for himself with highlight reel interceptions and blazing speed. But off the field, his personal life became just as famous and far more controversial. By 2010, Cromartie had fathered 9 children with 8 different women across 6 states, a fact that became national news when he struggled to list all their names during an infamous Hard Knocks interview. That same year, reports surfaced that the New York Jets advanced him $500,000 to help settle mounting child support obligations. Over the years, the number of his children grew to at least 14, with ongoing legal and financial disputes often making headlines. For many, Cromartie's story became a tale about how fame, fortune, and personal choices can collide, with consequences that follow long after the game ends. Tyreek Hill, one of the fastest and most electrifying wide receivers in NFL history, has built a career on game-breaking plays and record-setting speed. Drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs in 2016, he became a 3-time first-team All-Pro, won Super Bowl 54, and later signed a record $120 million deal with the Miami Dolphins. But off the field, his personal life has been just as headline-grabbing. Hill is believed to have fathered at least 8 children with multiple women, and public disputes and legal troubles have marred his relationships. In 2014, while at Oklahoma State, he was arrested for domestic assault and battery by strangulation against his then-pregnant girlfriend, Crystal Espinal, pleading guilty the next year and receiving probation. In 2019, he was investigated for alleged child abuse after his young son suffered a broken arm, a case that was closed without charges. However, a leaked audio recording reignited public outrage. Most recently, in April 2025, police responded to a domestic dispute involving his wife, Lakita Vaccaro Hill, but no charges were filed. For all his on-field dominance, the shadows of these scandals continue to follow him, leaving fans to wonder, can greatness ever be separated from controversy? Antonio Brown, born July 10, 1988, was once the NFL's most feared wide receiver. Drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2010 as a 6th-round pick, he became a 7-time Pro Bowler, 4-time first-team All-Pro, and won a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2021. But away from the field, his personal life has been just as headline-grabbing as his career. As of mid-2024, Brown is the father of 7 children with 4 women, 4 with his ex-fiancée, Chelsea Curis, 1 with his former partner, Shameka Brailsford, 1 with Wiltress Jackson, and his youngest son, Ace, born in July 2024, with model Sydney Moreau. Brown's relationships have often unraveled in public view. Social media clashes and legal disputes over custody and support marked his years with Curis. In 2023, Wiltress Jackson accused him of unpaid child support, leading to legal action. And in March 2025, Brown posted a child support payment video while throwing shade at Moreau, reigniting media attention. These scandals have overshadowed his football legacy, transforming a Hall of Fame-worthy career into a story of how personal drama can erode public image. By the way, I'd like to know where you're watching from. If you find these stories interesting, please leave a comment right now, letting me know where you're watching from. I'd love to say hello to you in the comments. Michael Turner, nicknamed The Burner, carved out a 9-year NFL career as one of the league's most feared running backs. Drafted by the San Diego Chargers in 2004, he made his mark with the Atlanta Falcons from 2008 to 2012, earning 2 Pro Bowl selections, an All-Pro nod, and rushing for more than 7,300 yards and 66 touchdowns. But off the field, Turner's personal life became tabloid fodder. By 2012, reports surfaced that he had fathered 7 children with 5 different women, a detail that fueled a wave of headlines. That year, drama erupted at his Atlanta mansion. Rashida Walker, who shared 2 children with Turner and was pregnant with a third, arrived unannounced. There, she was confronted by Turner's girlfriend, Elizabeth Dela Cruz, who allegedly armed herself with a golf club. The argument escalated into a physical fight, leaving Walker with scratches and a minor head injury before Turner intervened to separate them. Police responded, but no arrests were made. Weeks later, Turner and Walker reached a custody agreement: $6,000 a month in child support, seasonal visitation rights, and a mutual ban on ever featuring their children on reality TV without both parents' consent. Ray Lewis, born May 15, 1975, in Bartow, Florida. A legendary middle linebacker for the Baltimore Ravens from 1996 to 2012, Lewis is a 2-time Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, 2-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year, and a 13-time Pro Bowler, a force on the field revered across the league. Off the field, Lewis is the father of 6 children with 4 different women. He's never been married, yet co-parents 3 sons, Ray III, Rayshad, and Rasan, with longtime partner Tatiana McCall, and has another son and 2 daughters with 3 other women. In 2012, Lewis found himself in a tense child support dispute with Sharnika Kelly, mother of one of his sons. She sought more than the $3,500 monthly agreement they'd signed years earlier, prompting Lewis to petition the court for guardianship of their child, citing concerns she might not use the funds solely for the child's benefit. Meanwhile, his 2000 murder-related charges, stemming from a Super Bowl party altercation, added a darker shadow. Though murder charges were dropped, Lewis pleaded guilty to obstruction of justice and received probation. The episode remains a persistent part of his legacy. On the field, he remains one of the NFL's all-time greats, Hall of Fame inducted, idolized, and unforgettable. Off the field, the fragmented personal relationships, legal confrontations, and support disputes embedded a complex narrative, one that continues to spark scrutiny amidst his celebrated accomplishments. Trevin Diggs, born September 20, 1998 in Gaithersburg, Maryland, is a star cornerback for the Dallas Cowboys, drafted in 2020 after a standout career at Alabama. In just his second NFL season, he led the league with 11 interceptions, earning first-team All-Pro and back-to-back Pro Bowl selections. Off the field, Diggs is a father of 3. His first son, Aiden, was born in 2016. His second son, Chosen Alexander, arrived in 2021 with model Yasmin Lopez. In August 2024, he welcomed a daughter, Harlow Rose, with influencer Joey Chavis. In 2025, Chavis made headlines after posting an emotional video about the challenges of raising 3 children with multiple celebrity fathers, revealing she receives no child support from any of them. The post sparked widespread debate online. Around the same time, viral rumors claimed Diggs had fathered 7 children with 7 women, but publicly confirmed records verify only 3. Trevin Diggs remains one of the NFL's most electrifying defenders, yet his personal life continues to draw almost as much attention as his playmaking on Sundays. LeSean McCoy, born July 12, 1988, rose from the University of Pittsburgh to become one of the NFL's most electrifying running backs. Drafted in 2009, he earned 6 Pro Bowls, led the league in rushing in 2013, and retired as the Philadelphia Eagles' all-time leading rusher with over 11,000 yards from scrimmage. Off the field, McCoy has 1 son, LeSean Jr., and a daughter. But in 2018, his personal life made headlines. His ex-girlfriend, Delisha Corden, accused him of physical abuse, allegations he firmly denied. Soon after, the mother of his son, Stephanie Maisonnet, claimed in court that the boy returned from visits with bruises and distress, and she expressed regret for ever supporting McCoy. The accusations led to legal battles and public controversy, ending in a civil settlement the following year. McCoy has consistently denied all allegations, insisting on his love for his children. For fans, his legacy remains split between his undeniable on-field greatness and the shadows cast by off-field turmoil. By the way, I'm gonna be posting a lot more interesting videos on the channel. I'll greatly appreciate it if you could show support by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much. Terrell Owens, one of the NFL's most electrifying wide receivers. From 1996 to 2010, he dominated with over 15,000 receiving yards, 153 touchdowns, 6 Pro Bowls, and 5 first-team All-Pro honors. His game was pure spectacle. But off the field, the headlines told a different story. Owens has 4 children with 4 different women. What should have been private family matters often exploded into public controversy. In 2012, 3 of the mothers appeared with him on Dr. Phil, confronting him over alleged missed child support. Owens admitted at the time he was paying up to $45,000 a month in combined support, a figure he said had drained his finances. Court filings over the years detail lawsuits for unpaid support, each becoming fodder for sports media and talk shows. Beyond the money, the mothers accused him of rarely seeing his children. Owens countered that strained relationships and scheduling conflicts played a role, but the damage to his public image was already done. Adrian Peterson, NFL running back, 7-time Pro Bowler, 2012 League MVP, and one of the most dominant rushers in football history. From his 2007 rookie season with the Minnesota Vikings to multiple rushing titles, his career seemed destined for Hall of Fame glory. But off the field, Peterson's personal life sparked constant headlines. By 2014, he had fathered 6 children with multiple women, an arrangement that drew attention long before the most damaging scandal of his career erupted. In September 2014, Peterson was indicted in Texas for reckless or negligent injury to his 4-year-old son, accused of striking the child with a tree branch, known as a switch, during discipline. Photos of the boy's injuries shocked the public. The Vikings first reinstated him, then reversed course after sponsors like Visa and Campbell's withdrew support, placing him on the commissioner's exempt list. That November, he pleaded no contest to a reduced misdemeanor, avoided jail, paid a fine, and completed community service, but was suspended for the rest of the season. The case became one of the most controversial discipline incidents in NFL history, reshaping his public image forever. On the field, Adrian Peterson's name will always stand among the greats. But beyond the yardage and touchdowns, his legacy remains shadowed by a scandal that blurred the line between discipline and abuse, leaving fans to debate where accountability should fall. Cam Newton, 2010 Heisman Trophy winner, first overall pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, and the NFL's 2015 MVP, spent more than a decade electrifying the league with his arm, legs, and signature swagger. But away from the field, Newton's personal life has been just as headline-grabbing. As of 2025, he's the father of 8 children, with a 9th on the way. He shares 4 biological children with former fiancée Kia Proctor and helped raise her daughter from a previous relationship. During that time, he fathered a son with Instagram model Lorena Shaw and became a father figure to her older child. In 2024, he welcomed a daughter with comedian Jasmine Brown, and they announced they're expecting another child in 2025. The scandal broke in 2020 when Proctor discovered Newton had fathered a child with Shaw while they were still together. The revelation ended their long-term relationship and strained his bond with his oldest daughter. On the show Special Forces, Newton admitted the decision caused deep resentment in his family, saying, "I was in a long-term relationship and I had a child outside my relationship. My relationship with my oldest daughter has suffered. She kept asking, 'Yo, why?'" Cam Newton's legacy is more than highlight reels and MVP trophies. It's also a story of public mistakes, private consequences, and the ongoing challenge of being a father to a growing family under the spotlight. Xavon Howard, a standout cornerback drafted by the Miami Dolphins in 2016, 4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, and has twice led the NFL in interceptions. His athletic accolades were undeniable. But in mid-2024, allegations emerged that sent shockwaves beyond the gridiron. A lawsuit filed in Broward County, Florida, by a woman under the pseudonym Jane Doe claims Howard secretly recorded sexual encounters and distributed explicit videos and photos without her consent. She alleges these were shared to humiliate her. He told her outright he did it because she spurned his sexual advances. Then the case turned even darker. John Doe, the minor son of another woman Howard was involved with, and whom the suit alleges he impregnated, was sent a sexually explicit photo of his mother by Howard, allegedly after she refused to get an abortion. The filing describes Howard's actions as an ongoing crusade to debase and humiliate. Both plaintiffs are seeking compensation, Jane Doe filing damages over $50,000, though no criminal charges have been brought so far. Howard denies the claims and awaits resolution in court. Once revered for his interceptions and athletic prowess, Howard now finds himself navigating one of the darkest kinds of scandals off the field. C.J. Gardner Johnson, a hard-hitting NFL safety born in Cocoa, Florida, drafted in 2019 out of the University of Florida. Now suit number 23 with the Houston Texans after stints in New Orleans, Philadelphia, and Detroit, and a Super Bowl 59 ring in 2025. His career highlight reel includes leading the league in interceptions, earning all-rookie honors, and reaching championship glory. Off the field, the headlines tell a different story. Gardner Johnson shares twin children, a son and a daughter born in February 2021, with his ex-Instagram model Summer Bunny. Summer Bunny has not held back. On social media, she's accused Gardner Johnson of being an absent father, even claiming he threatened their daughter, a stark contrast to his public image as a protector of women. Then came the bombshell, allegations that he put a hit out on New York Giants receiver Malik Nabers. The claims went viral, but no credible evidence or official investigation has followed. The fallout has been heavy. While he works to cement his place with a new team, public scrutiny threatens to overshadow his on-field achievements. Jaylen Ramsay, born October 24, 1994 in Smyrna, Tennessee, is an elite NFL cornerback with the Pittsburgh Steelers. A former first-round pick in 2016, he's a multi-time Pro Bowler, three-time first-team All-Pro, and Super Bowl 56 champion. Known equally for his lockdown coverage and unapologetic swagger, Ramsay remains one of the league's most compelling personalities. Ramsay has two young daughters with Brianna Tate, one born in July 2018, the other in September 2019, marking two children from that relationship. Their relationship ended while Brianna was pregnant with their second child, reportedly around mid-2019. That split sparked tension with her brother, former NFL wide receiver Golden Tate, who publicly reacted when photos of Ramsay with a new girlfriend surfaced in late 2019. Tensions reached a peak in October 2020 during a Rams vs. Giants game. After the final whistle, a physical altercation unfolded on the field. Both men were at the center of a confrontation. Ramsay and Tate engaged in a brief, intense scuffle before teammates intervened. Years later, Golden Tate revisited the incident, saying the conflict was born from his protective instinct for his sister. He clarified that while they haven't reconciled, both men agreed to not be knuckleheads, opting for peace for the sake of Ramsay's daughters and his nieces. Cameron Dancler Sr., born September 3, 1998, in Hammond, Louisiana, was a standout cornerback at Mississippi State before being drafted by the Minnesota Vikings in the third round of the 2020 NFL Draft. Known for his long frame and physical style, he earned PFWA All-Rookie honors and went on to play for teams including the Washington Commanders, Buffalo Bills, and New Orleans Saints. In 2024, he joined the UFL's Memphis Showboats. But off the field, Dancler's name has been linked to one of the most complicated baby mama stories in recent NFL history. Reports claim that he has at least 6 children with 2 different women. With fiancée Vashati Oliver, he has 2 daughters, Carmen and Venus, and is expecting a son. With former partner Sierra Chantel Chenol, he has 2 sons, Cameron Jr. and Kaysen, and a daughter named Charm. While no legal battles have been made public, the sheer number of children and public posts from both women have sparked conversations about responsibility, lifestyle choices, and how personal decisions can ripple into an athlete's public image. On the field, Cameron Dancler fights to prove he belongs among football's elite. Off it, his family life keeps him in the headlines for reasons far removed from the game. Deshaun Watson, a superstar quarterback, drafted by the Houston Texans in 2017, a 3-time Pro Bowler and one of the league's most dynamic playmakers. By 2020, he was leading the NFL in passing yards and looked destined for football greatness, until it all came crashing down. In 2021, over 20 women, most of them massage therapists, accused Watson of sexual misconduct during private sessions. Civil lawsuits poured in, each telling a story that threatened to destroy his career and reputation. The fallout was swift. Watson missed the entire 2021 season, faced relentless media scrutiny, and became a polarizing figure in sports. In 2022, he settled 20 of 24 lawsuits, denied wrongdoing, but was suspended 11 games and fined $5 million by the NFL. Von Miller is a dominant NFL linebacker born in 1989 in DeSoto, Texas. Drafted second overall in 2011 by the Denver Broncos, he became a defensive cornerstone, winning 2 Super Bowls, earning Super Bowl MVP honors, and collecting multiple All-Pro and Pro Bowl selections over his career. He shares 2 sons, Valor and Victory, with longtime partner Megan Denise. But in November 2023, controversy erupted when an arrest warrant accused Miller of assaulting his pregnant girlfriend. Reports alleged she sustained minor injuries, while Miller turned himself in, posted bond, and publicly called the claims 100% false. Prosecutors later declined to press charges. The NFL still suspended him for 4 games under its personal conduct policy, derailing his season and casting a shadow over his legacy. The episode left fans divided, raising questions about accountability, public image, and the pressures surrounding high-profile athletes. Dalvin Cook, born August 10, 1995, in Opa-locka, Florida. From Miami's tough streets to Florida State legend, unanimous All-American, all-time leading rusher, and a 2017 second-round pick by the Minnesota Vikings. 4 Pro Bowls, thousands of yards, and a career built on explosive plays. In August 2023, he welcomed his first child, Dalvin Cook Jr., with Instagram influencer Nary J. But behind the football glory, a legal storm brewed. In November 2021, his former girlfriend filed a lawsuit accusing him of assault, battery, and false imprisonment, claims Cook denied, insisting he was the victim. For years, the case loomed over his name, drawing headlines as intense as any game he ever played. By April 2024, the lawsuit was settled out of court, details sealed, the chapter closed, but the shadow remains, shaping how many see him today. If you enjoyed this, I'm going to be posting a lot more interesting videos on the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. Thank you very much.